In this video, you'll learn how to set up an agile program using a template in objectiF. That means a large, agile project with several synchronized teams working together to develop a complex product. As an aside, it's not necessary at the beginning to know how many teams will be involved. Setting up a program can be done in a few simple steps. Supply a name and a short identifier for the program, and choose the correct template. This one. Now I still need to supply a few more designations. A name for the system or solution for development, a name for the highest level activity in the program plan, a name for the first technical domain where requirements for development will come from, and names for the first increment and the first team. And before I forget, the program isn't beginning today, but rather on this date. That's it. Now objectiF takes over and sets up the program. In a moment, objectiF will have set up the entire working environment for everyone involved in the program. The program now appears as a tile in the workspace. Click the tile to open the program. To the left is the so-called guideline, which contains background information on the template being used. My tip is to use the guideline to document your own standards and agreements. What else did the template set up? A topic bar was created, which provides quick access to results, analyses, views, and commands that are frequently used. Different people find different things important, and for that reason you can individually customize the topic bar. Where do the results generated in the course of the program go? These are stored in objectiF central repository. The repository is structured automatically by the template. Now let's take a closer look at the topic bar. Here's an initial program plan as a Gantt diagram. The development of the first increment has already been taken into account, and Team A has already been added. The template has created 6 two-week sprints or iterations. You won't want to modify this plan manually every time a new team is added or the next increment begins, and you don't need to. The template provides planning patterns to automate this process. In the topic bar, you'll also find pre-configured dashboards, such as this one, for real-time controlling of the program. This dashboard doesn't yet display any useful values because the program was just created. Before development on the first increment can really get started, everyone involved in the program needs a shared understanding of what is to be achieved. For that reason, it's necessary to know all the stakeholders and their goals. The most important functions, diagrams, and analyses for stakeholder analysis and the development of the product vision are found here. For example, this vision board in the form of an editable PDF document. Another thing that plays a central role in program management is the program backlog. The backlog is, of course, currently empty after setting up the program. It is, however, already structured for use. The backlog will house epics and the features derived from them. Due to the size of a program, feature requirements are organized according to technical domains. User stories generated in the refinement process are also managed here, as well as the enablers. This structure is only a suggestion. You can customize the program backlog to meet your needs. So what else does the template provide? Instruments for designing product architecture. Everything needed for planning and controlling development for the first product increment, from a planning view for increment planning, to the possibility of visualizing feature dependencies using a diagram, to test planning, and forms for recording discovered bugs. Here's everything that Team A needs, including user storyboards and Kanban board for planned iterations. Now let's take a quick look at the other side, the folder hierarchy of the objectiF repository. Most of the folders are currently empty. Essential things, however, such as the baseline for the results of the first increment, have already been set up. The same goes for essential documents, such as the vision document. The template provides a variety of patterns, pre-configured workflows, numerous forms for recording and editing results, and much more. In short, the template provides everything needed to get started with a complex program in objectiF RPM, and it only takes a couple minutes.